we have had a packed summer of cruises and Seacations. We have been so lucky to try out some of the most amazing ships and new cruise lines whilst they've been here. After such a dark time for the cruise industry, it is great to see so many ships back on the seas.
So we wanted to share some of our ratings and thoughts looking back on this awesome season, and also share some of our upcoming cruises for the rest of 2021 and the cruises that we're looking forward to in 2022. Hi everybody. Okay, so before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. So let's get into it.
First up, we were on the inaugural cruise of the MSC Virtuosa.
And don't forget, that was the first cruise out of the UK in over a year.
Then we mixed it up and said,
ahoy!
To the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady.
Next up, we went sailing on the Costa Smeralda, and that was our first international cruise in nearly, what, over 2 years?
This was a controversial choice, and you can see our in-depth thoughts and review in this video coming up now. Crowning off our summer of cruising was the beautiful Sky Princess.
So we're going to rate all our cruises against each other, and we're going to do it against certain categories. So things like cruise ship, cabin, entertainment, best aquapark.
And don't forget food.
Oh, of course, food. You can't forget that.
First up, category is
best cruise ship. So this for me, I actually said Virgin.
I went for Costa.
Why did you go for Costa though?
I really liked that ship. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
I think it had the nice, really good balance of just like size versus, I mean it was a behemoth, but
yeah, it
was just size versus, it had so many nice little places to go and sit and relax and chill.
Okay.
And I just think it was, yeah.
I think Virgin because like it was just something different to the market, and
it's definitely different.
I got on there and I just felt like a massive kid. So you had the DJ spinning the decks, you had your ice creams, you went up on deck and there was like a kids playground up there. That's probably, I just really enjoyed myself. I really felt like I was a kid for like 4 days. It was great.
Cool. Category is
cabin, best cabin. So, I definitely know which one I'm going to choose here.
Yeah, I think we're probably unanimous on this. I'm not, promisely, hashtag not sponsored.
No. I thought Costa, and I think you can see it in our ship tour as well, but Costa cabin was just so different from what we'd experienced before. We were lucky to have a massive balcony. It was really, really good. But just
that wasn't lucky, that was me. I chose that balcony. I went, I'm having that.
But it was good, and I mean the bathroom was probably the most quite stunning bathrooms I've actually seen on a cruise ship.
The bathroom was probably one of the things for me. Plus also the opportunity to, you know, do the very infamous now Instagram. We're in Majorca.
That's true.
That's probably one of the reasons.
With the art on the TV,
yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, I think the bathroom for me was one of the best I've ever been in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Category is
best food. Oh,
now,
so
are we talking speciality restaurant here, or are we talking NPR?
I'm just talking about generally for the whole cruise experience, what the food was like.
Okay.
So, okay, let's have a look. I went Costa, and the reason I went Costa was I just thought it's been slated for its food, but to be quite honest, the food that was coming out was like specialty restaurant quality, and I was surprised every night with the menus that were coming out.
See, I chose Virgin for similar reasons, but that's why I asked the question, was it MDR? If it was MDR, it would have been Costa, but the food on Virgin Voyages was out of this world. I mean, the opportunity to eat in a specialty restaurant every night, I mean, wow.
Yeah, no, I can see that as well.
Category is?
Favourite meal on any of our cruises. Oh,
that's a tough one.
That is a tough one, because we had so much good food, didn't we?
Hang on, I need to...
You're going to have a think.
Actually, I know which one.
Okay, so let's have a look. Mine was Virgin.
Mine was MSC.
Which one was it on MSC?
MSC, to be fair, it was actually the speciality, and it's the Hola Tacos.
Oh yeah, no,
the Hola Tacos was so good, and there's such a... I mean, I had to pretty much roll out of the restaurant. I was so full. I don't know how people get to dessert, but it was so good, and the food was amazing. Yeah,
like you said on Virgin Voyages, I mean, going to a special dining restaurant every night was just so special, but my favourite meal was the lab. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, to go into a restaurant and have this gastronomical experience with the cocktail pairings, I mean, that was just absolutely magical.
Those cocktail pairings are a must.
They were.
I'm not sure about the beer one, a bit gassy.
Yeah.
But the cocktails were
definitely
amazing.
Yeah, they were great.
Category is
Best Entertainment. Oh, let's have a look.
Toss up between two of them.
I know. This is going to be really difficult.
To be fair, we didn't really get to do much of the entertainment in Princess, other than the actual talks. I'm sorry to anyone that really loves the Princess stuff, but we didn't get
a chance to do it. So let's have a look.
Yeah,
Costa.
Costa really was.
What did you think?
I just think the blend of using technology with the stuff, and the fact that even if you couldn't get into the theatre or you were too tired, you could watch it on your screen. I think was so great. And some of the acts, I mean, from amazing musical acts and dancing to those acrobatic shows.
Oh, they were amazing.
I mean, Virgin had great acrobatic shows, but Costa had that and then some. That's so true, it was literally, it was out of this world.
And that's why I'm the same with you. So I was sort of on the cusp between Virgin and Costa. I mean, Virgin brought something new and fresh to the scene. We did get to see the shows on MSC, and they were a little bit weird, weren't they? I couldn't really
MSC
get
shows
it.
Are weird.
Very weird, but entertaining all the same.
Yeah, good, but not in the same league. Category is
Best Aquapark. Now, I think we need another person in here to help us decide on that as well. So, we might come back to that.
We might come back to that one, but I think for our scores, we'll certainly... I'll drop Josh in here.
Yeah.
So you got to go on MSC and Costa, didn't you? Yeah?
I got to go on MSC.
And Costa. And which one do you think would be your favourite one out of the two?
Probably MSC.
MSC, okay. And why did you think MSC was better than Costa?
Because they are much better than Costa because they have a bigger water park.
Oh, so it was a bigger water park.
Yeah.
What kind of things are in the water park in MSC that you like?
There are a water slide and it's really scary.
The water slides were scary, were they?
Because there's one that goes round circles and that's endangering your life.
Oh, it's not. You know, you do take your life into your own hands, don't you?
Yes.
For our score, I would say...
I know which one.
I know which one I'm going to say.
Yeah, same. MSC. They had brilliant slides, didn't they? So we had so much fun in the water park, even though during COVID they had it shut off for... that you could only go in 2-hour blocks. That didn't bother us. We still got to go and have a lot of fun on the slides.
To be fair, I'm not sure if you really need much more than that time. I mean, it is nice to be around that, and that's the nice thing. And the reason MSC won for me over Costa is that Costa's just didn't really have anywhere to sit. Unless you like getting very, very wet every time someone came down the slide, there wasn't really anywhere to do. So you either went round and round on the slides, which are kind of lethal, or you had nowhere to be. But the MSC has so much space
to move around that. The only thing with Costa as well is that we did come off a bit bruised and you sort of got smashed around a bit. So I didn't enjoy it as much as MSC.
Category is
Best Onboard Service. So This is a bit difficult, this one.
I think I know, and I think it's gonna surprise people.
Yeah, mine as well, I think. I said princess, and I've got a reason why that is too.
I have a very different reason for Virgin too. So for me, Virgin, it was the friendliness of the staff. The fact that the staff aren't this sort of thing to be sort of they're seen and not heard, kind of almost that Victorian thing on some ships. I think that they can interact with you, they're friendly, they're genuine. I thought that was really something to me.
And they got to sit with you like in the venues as well. So when you were sitting in like the market, the big marketplace there, they were there eating with you. When you were walking around the ship, they had t-shirts.
You mean the buffet that's not a buffet?
The buffet that's not a buffet, that's right.
It's not a buffet.
But they had like normal t-shirts on, and they just sort of interacted as well, so it was really good.
Actually, their uniforms are
exactly
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
For me, Princess, I thought had really, really good customer service. I mean, especially on board. So, you know, anytime we sort of went into the spa, people were really quite friendly to us. Could be because they wanted us to buy something.
Yeah, the acupuncturist was a little bit too friendly, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, exactly. We can talk about that a little bit later. But for me, like, we had a situation where we couldn't find one of the MDRs, I think, and we went past Alfredo's, which is the pizzeria on board, and the lady actually left her post and actually just took us around the ship and showed us all the different MDRs and different restaurants that we could dine in. I thought that was really, really good.
Category is?
Best gym.
Yeah, we're those weirdos that go to the gym. All shit.
Got to work off the calories, otherwise I can't eat like I do.
I think this.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
I know.
no, I think I know for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely Virgin. I mean, Virgin had the biggest gym that we'd seen, and it was so well equipped. I mean, there was separate gym rooms. So there was a cardio room. There was, what else was there? There was like a free weights.
It took up a great proportion of deck 15.
It did. But it was good. We used all the rooms, and we even tried yoga, which,
Yeah, not for me. No thanks, I'm good.
I think that was the half an hour where I was probably there 5 minutes into it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, how much longer have we got to do this? Yeah, but we did discover that we are definitely not yoga people at all. No.
Category is
favorite cocktail. Wow. Oh gosh, where are we gonna? This is hard.
Many. I can't. To be fair, I can't remember most of them from MSC because thanks, Cruise Monkeys.
Yeah, thanks, Gavin Luke. I think I know which one I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
You? Yeah, definitely on Princess.
I wonder if it's the same cocktail.
Which one was it?
So for me, it was the Sorrento Sunset.
Yeah.
It's like an adult limoncello slushy.
Yeah.
With Chambord, which I love Chambord, so that was great.
Love it. So you can get it in Sabatini's. So we had a lovely meal in Sabatini's, and then we ordered this cocktail, and it was massive, wasn't it? But oh my gosh, I just felt
kind
like
of a dessert in the bowl.
It was, and I just felt like, you know, once again, I love going on cruises, feeling like a kid, but I felt like a real, like going back to my youth with that adult twist of alcohol.
That was very sophisticated slushy.
It was.
Category is
strangest or funniest things that happened on any of our cruises. Well, which cruise ship was it? I'm just trying to think. There was a couple of situations, but I'm going to name two.
I know mine definitely. Mine would be Princess, and that's purely on the acupuncturist. She's amazing. She does great work, and it really did cure up my sciatica. But yeah.
So what happened? Tell us what happened, Tristan.
I'm not sure I'm in with being a human pincushion particularly, especially when it being sciatica and down your leg and kind of your upper thigh area, we'll say, and lower back area. She was a little bit too happy with those pins, let's put it that way.
So what happened was that so Tristan had to go in and have the acupuncture pins put in, and I just didn't think you really knew, or you didn't expect to have to.
I didn't quite envisage her pulling my pants down. Let's put it that way. I really didn't envisage that.
And then she had to put like 35 pins in him, but basically left him with
as you
his,
said.
with
We'll
his
avoid
pants
that.
down.
We'll just avoid that bit now. We're done. End of.
So mine was definitely Costa, and that's because of two instances. So the first incident was we barely had gotten to our cabin, and we'd gotten inside. I said to Tristan and Joshua, "Can you go out onto the balcony and just wait out there, close the door, and I'm going to film the cabin tour." Well, when I went out to film the cabin tour, I forgot to take my card, and I thought I'd open the switch the lock over so that the door wouldn't close. But lo and behold, the door closed, and so I got stuck out in the actual in the walkway of the ship for like, I don't know, it must have been like 30 minutes. I mean, I was knocking the whole time, and I thought, come on, they have to know by now something's wrong. And I think it took you about 30 minutes to sort of realise that I was still stuck outside. We were leaving you to do the cabin tour.
If I come in when you're doing the cabin tour, I'm for the high jump. So
yeah, exactly right. So the other incident that happened was the infamous, as we know, tailgate, where I was doing a live. Basically, Josh put his towel down. Another child came along, tried to claim it was his towel. Then his mother came over, started arguing with us in Spanish.
She was nasty.
She wasn't very nice. And then we had to prove that we were actually on a live, and then we could actually see what was going on behind us with the towel. So after she knew we were doing that,
after that,
she did. She sort of just gave up and walked out.
I have to say though, I think Human Pinkish and Tristan kind of takes it that way.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. So what's coming up for the rest of this year, 2021, and going into 2022?
So, as some of you may know, we've had a few cancellations recently with our October Caribbean cruise on MSC, and also our Toscana cruise, less than a week after we booked it.
But anyway, we've gotten around it.
We have now rebooked those, or some of those, and we now have coming up, we've got the Grandiosa in December, around the Med, just before Christmas.
That will be really nice. It'll be good to get off the ship, hopefully, fingers crossed, depending on the rules, and go and see some of the Christmas markets.
Hopefully, being a little bit warmer, because we are going quite down in the Med as well, so a bit warmer as well, always good, a bit sunshine.
Yeah.
And then, bizarrely enough, February, I'll set our next cruise, Grandiosa
again.
But we are taking some first-time cruisers on that one, so that's going to be fun in itself, and really good to see, and I think get their take as well a little bit in it, if they're willing to be on camera.
So we're doing that same kind of loop as well, the normal Med loop as well.
Yeah.
Which is good. We're going to see plenty of the Med.
We'll get plenty of the Grandiosa too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up in March, we have the inaugural of the Valiant Lady. Yeah, that's right. We liked the Scarlet Lady so much, we booked her sister ship.
Absolutely, and we actually got to get a glimpse of her sister ship. Where were we? It was in Civitavecchia, yeah. So we have already seen her. She's just getting a bit of a paint job, and yeah, so can't wait to go on that again.
I'm actually intrigued to see what's different on her. They must be doing something different.
Coming up in Easter next year, we've decided that's the Toscana cruise that we have now moved for Costa. So over Easter we are going on the Costa Toscana, and that's because it was moved from say its first sailing this year into next March.
Yeah, it has been delayed, but the most exciting thing, we're in a sea veranda.
That'll be good.
So we're going to have one of those winter garden rooms. So really cool. I'm really looking forward to that.
Next up,
May and the Noughties versus 90s group cruise. Where Emma cruises.
So that will be fun. So that's leaving from Palma Mallorca, I think. So I think that's going to be like a 4-day party and a bit of a reminiscence of days gone by. So
definitely
it should be so much fun. Yeah, definitely.
Then we've got in June, we have our Sky Princess Norwegian Fjords. That's right, we just love the Norwegian Fjords. We couldn't stay away.
Yep, so we're going on that with a couple of other vloggers coming over from the States and from Canada, and also some vloggers here in the UK as well. So that will be super fun.
And then, of course, the highly anticipated, most anticipated cruise of 2022, for us anyway,
is
NCL Prima inaugural Amsterdam Norwegian Fjords Icelandic Fjords.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So yeah, I mean that's going to be a really good cruise, because I mean Iceland's one of those bucket list places I think we've both always wanted to go. So we get to not only see the Norwegian fjords for the 3rd time, but we get to go and see the Icelandic fjords. So that's going to be amazing, isn't it?
It's going to be truly something epic, and the ship is amazing.
Absolutely. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed our ratings. Tell us if you agree with us or if you don't. Tell us about any of your favourite sort of ships, cabins, drinks, and
meals.
Meals as well.
About the food with me, isn't it?
Absolutely. So write a comment down below and yeah, let's get a discussion started.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment and share.